Welcome to German Gills. Gillingham are back in league action this Saturday as we travel to the Midlands to play against the Brewers. Live match reaction coming today from your German Gills host, Reese. Gills conceded a last-minute equaliser last time we met Burton in the penultimate game of last season. The German Gills show is coming to you live from Duisburg to watch all the action unfold at a small but loud Pirelli Stadium. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's Gills. Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on Burton Albion away from home at the Pirelli Stadium. Kick-off in the UK is at 3 o'clock today. Gills have had a 2-week break. We've got 3 strikers in the squad. What could possibly go wrong? We're all going to find out today. I'm going to be your host, Reese, for German Gills. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's been 2 weeks and I'm really excited again to make another video for you guys. And if you haven't done so already, please take a look at our Instagram, German Gills, and of course our Twitter, Deutsch Gills. German Gills now has a Patreon page. If you would like to support the channel, go over to our Patreon website. The link is in the description, where you can choose one of our free tiers to support the channel, which all come with extra benefits. And if you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, look at the time at the top of the screen and go to that point in the video. Burton Albion currently sit third place in League One at the moment. They had a very strong start to the season. They beat Sunderland, they beat Ipswich, and they have beaten Shrewsbury. However, in their last 3 games, they haven't won. They've only drawn 2 of them, so they've got 2 points from a possible 9. So they are showing signs that they are beatable. So hopefully today we can get a decent result and get some points away from home on the board. However, let's have a look at the last time we played against Burton Albion. Burton away last season was just one of those end-of-season friendly style fixtures, but Gillingham did take the lead with Jordan Graham taking it around the keeper in the first half. Graham's put it in the back of the net and Gills have gone 1-0 up from a defensive error from the centre-backs of Burton, and Gills take the lead on the 37th minute with a goal from Graham. But on the stroke of 90 minutes, Brew manages to get a right-footed shot in the bottom right-hand corner to equalise for Burton, ultimately ending the game 1-1. Again, and it's gone in the back of the net, and Burton have equalised right at the end. Decent goal from the Burton player there. So I'd like to introduce you today for our German Gills correspondent who is heading to the Pirelli Stadium today. Please welcome to the German Gills show, Adam Westgate.
Thanks for having me on again after such a prolonged break.
Yeah, it has been a while. So what have you been up to in those 2 weeks or so?
Well, I've actually been to Germany, funnily enough. First time in Leipzig, and so my first time in the proper East Germany, I'll call it. Been to Berlin, but didn't get to go to RB Leipzig, but it was a good trip nonetheless, a good break, and hopefully the Gills have had a good break as well, because I've been reading up that a lot of our players are actually match fit or just back to some sort of fitness again.
So what are you looking forward to today?
Well, very much for the first time this season, seeing the squad in action in full, not, huffing and puffing around, asking players to play who haven't, trained. I mean, at the AFC Wimbledon game, Reeves and McKenzie, we found out afterwards, hadn't done 1 day of training. But the squad was so short that it just had to be done. And credit to them for keep going, especially McKenzie. I mean, I didn't even think he looked that bad. Not as good as his usual self, but hey-ho. And we've got Kelman as well. And I think today he'll play a combination up front of either Lee playing behind Oliver, or he'll play Kelman and Oliver from the start. And we've been missing a pacey striker. I mean, even though Samuel was there last year, he was injured most of the year. And problems with having a slimmer squad is somebody gets injured like that. We didn't have a pacey striker. We had 2 target men. In the same way, we had no destroyer. We had no Stuart O'Keefe for a long time. And how much did we improve last season when Stuart O'Keefe came back and had his partnership with Carl Dempsey?
So judging what you just said there, what do you think will be our key player today?
I think that Oliver will be, just purely based on he's actually got a partner to work with now, and he's just so much more effective when he does. He's been trying the last few games, but people have been out of match fitness and he's just had nothing to work. He hasn't even had a Kindy to play off, which worked reasonably well last year, but it's not, football's not a one-size-fits-all. Sometimes 2 target men don't work, but actually giving him something to go off. I don't think we'll be short of some goals this season, but maybe wishful thinking. But I'm quite optimistic.
And is this your first time going to the Pirelli Stadium?
No, me and my dad, who I'm with at the moment, have been. I think this is our 5th time. We went on the Martin Allen season, which was like our second time, which was the one where we'd already gone up. So it was more like a party, and I do remember that a lot. Tommy Forecast in goal, as my dad just said, which was, I think, his one appearance. So we do remember that. And yeah, no, we've been to the Pirelli Stadium quite a few times, and I think Hessenthaler was the first manager we saw there. So we're going back quite a way now into the League Two sort of Hessenthaler era. But God, that is depressing to think that was a while ago now. Time does fly.
It most certainly does, but thank you very much for being our correspondent today, and we will catch up at half-time.
See you at half-time.
Here are the rest of the League One fixtures happening today, with the correct score bets I have predicted using the German betting site Tipico. I have bet €1 for each score, and we will find out at the end of the video how we have done. And importantly, remember to be gamble aware whenever you decide to bet. When the fun stops, stop. Now it's time for the German Gills live match reaction. Los geht's, Gills! And we are we are away. We had half a team taking the knee. We had half a team raring to go. They're 2 weeks out of practice, 2 weeks out of a game. You can kind of see, why people are really eager to do so. But yeah, people taking the knee, which is nice to see. Mark of respect and a good applause there from the Burton Albion fans, and I'm sure the Gills fans as well. So, as they say, full start. But we're, unlike the athletics in the 100 metres, we get a second go and we keep all of our players. Underway we go. Gills shooting from right to left. Let's see if we can get our first away win of the season. Gills got a chance here as Carayol's advancing forward. He's running really quick. Get the shot away. Come on, that's not bad. Oh, it's a decent save. Can we get the rebound? That's the first decent chance from Gills, really, that had a shot on target. And Carayol just run all the way through. And he just really showed his pace there, which is really, really exciting to see that he has that in his arsenal to be able to do that. But he just took the ball from about 50 yards out and just ran and ran and ran. Maybe tightened the angle a bit too much, but got the shot away, and another day that goes in. Shame there was no one there for the second wave attack, but that's a decent attack from Gills. Still 0-0, 14 minutes gone. Another dipping long ball. These are quite dangerous at the moment. Burton already struggled with these. Now we've got a second wave attack. The shot's going to come away. Oh, it's just gone wide. I just want to say it's only another minute after the attack, but there's these long balls that we're putting through, which people don't seem to like, which is fair enough. But if you just see, they're going to show the replay of Ad's shot here. But I just think that long ball, we've got that little bit of pace up front now that we can really capitalise on that. And actually, it looks really nice to see, and I'm much more confident with that. So I'm quite excited by the 15-minute start that Gills have made here. Oh, there's another opportunity here as Gills are on the left-hand side. Oh, and it's just gone past the right-hand... Well, I say right-hand post. It's gone about 5 yards wide. Again, in the space of 2 minutes, Gills have had themselves 3 opportunities as Kelman takes a shot there, and it's his first contribution of the game, 4 or 5 yards wide. Although that looks like it might be a corner. No, it's not. So, still 0-0. 16 minutes gone. A lot of action the last few minutes. That's really well played for the Burton player, but Gills have broken through as Kelman has put Oliver through. Surely, he didn't quite control it well, but it's gone in, and Gills have scored, and it's 1-0, and Oliver has got the goal. It's coming off the left post, and fantastic work from Kelman to set his man up, and that is what Oliver has been yearning for the last 5 games, and there he has it. Give him an inch, and he takes it, and it's in the back of the net. The Burton player, defender there, actually did really well to keep the ball on, but he got caught in possession. Really good pass from Kelman, and then just on 18 yards, great shot from Van Dane Oliver, and in the back of the net. Gills are 1-0 up after, I think, 16 or 17 minutes. We've been playing well the last few minutes, and the Gills fans there having a nice celebration. I'd be joining in if I was there, of course, as well. But as it stands at the moment, Burton Albion 0, Gillingham 1. Burton at the advantage of the drop ball as they're trying to break through, but it's going to fall to Gills' feet. As it's pumped forward to Oliver. Of course he's going to win that header. Can Kelman take on 3? He's shooting from distance. Interesting approach. Wayne Rooney-esque. You never know. It might go in, it might not. If that had flown in, I think my house would have fallen down. Burton looking to break down the left. They've got an opportunity. They might have a shot from distance. Well, Do you know what? I put it in the highlight reel. It's their first shot of the game. It's gone about 10 yards over the bar and hit the scoreboard. So that's what Burton have produced in the last 20 minutes. Gills have had 4 or 5 shots, one of which has gone in the back of the net. So the first 20 minutes, you could easily say Gills are very much deserving of the lead that they have. Burton 0, Gillingham 1. Mackenzie's done a really lovely pass there. McDonald's going to get this ball in. Can we get something from it? Taking over Carayol has volleyed it. Oh, and it's just gone to the right-hand side of the post. I reckon actually he scores more of those than he misses. He definitely hits a target more often than he should. It's an unlucky one, really. I think maybe he snapshot a little bit of a hurried attempt, but he took that ball down beautifully and took it on the half volley, and it just span right-hand side of the post. Another day that goes to the back of the net. Still, Gills on the attack again. My God, we are on the front foot this whole half so far. As the ball goes to the right-hand side to Mackenzie, he's going to whip this one in. And it's Oliver nearly got in front of his man there. And it looks like the attack has ended there as Burton now are on the counter. This is a very long highlight. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens and see what Burton can produce. They're running forward. This doesn't look good for us. They're going to get the shot away. And it's a great save from Cummings. What a fantastic save from Cummings. The Gills defence there was split right open on the counter. And now we've got Carayol on the run on the left-hand side. This game is on fire at the moment. It's end-to-end stuff. Is anyone there up with him? As the ball goes across, it's half cleared and out for a corner. My goodness, what an absolute pasture play from both teams. Burton sprung into life here. As they, there's a lovely, clever inside pass there, decently read from Cummings, who made the save. And then Gills now have a corner. Still, Burton 0, Gillingham 1. Oh, Gills got a little bit of luck there to win the ball off from McDonald as Carayol was released on the left-hand side from Dempsey. He needs to... he's tried to be clever, but he's got lucky again and again. Can Dempsey put it in the goal? Oh, he can't. He sometimes finds the top right-hand corner from there. He'd be gutted he hasn't hit the target at all. But there was a sea of yellow right in front of him, obviously. Carayol got very lucky here. I mean, he accidentally wrong-footed the defender, and I think on another day, that goes in the back of the net, at least on target from Dempsey. He'd done that a couple of times last season, but not this time. Oh, this could work. That was an accidental dummy here, and Dempsey's got an opportunity to find some space. It's gone to Kelman, who wants to shoot. He really wants to shoot. Oh, and it's just gone past the left post. He really can shoot. He really has an eye for goal. He really looks desperate as well to get that first goal for the club. And if he keeps taking chances like this, one is going to come. I did not see a way through for him to get a shot there, and he managed to find some space. It weren't bad, and sounds like there's an attack already going forward, but yeah, that was a great opportunity from Kelman, and Gills could have gone 2-0 up as the ball has just been given away easily to Burton Albion. It's Burton 0, Gillingham 1. And that is half-time. It's Burton Albion 0, Gillingham 1. So it's Burton Albion 0, Gillingham 1, and we welcome back our correspondent for German Gills, Adam Westgate. How you doing?
Yes, a lot better, thank you, after that half.
So what do you think about the game so far?
Well, aside from one chance, which Cummings saved with his feet, I'd say Gillingham have been pretty in charge. They started, I'd say, the first 20 minutes really well. I mean, forgetting the goal like that doesn't matter. But forgetting the goalie, the play was just great, and we've looked like we've come out of the blocks, which has been the difference in what we were talking about match fitness. So at least Evans and Rayner have been backed up a bit with that, which is nice. But yeah, it's just been nice not to see us completely bombarded for 60 minutes, then maybe come to life for a bit and then do something at the end. But you can't keep having fluky results like Wimbledon. I mean, you just can't. I know we went down to 10 men, but you can't rely on that. And the Kelman Oliver lineup has just been such a revelation. Hopefully it continues, but yeah, no, long may they continue.
And what's been the highlight for you for the game so far?
Well, I'm going to go the really boring route and say the goal, but the other one I'd say is how much Kelman's made a difference with Oliver. It's just been great. That's been, the only worry I've got though a little bit is I think towards the end, and I know it's not a highlight, but Tucker was getting turned by the one that the fans were referring to as, I'll use the language, a subpar Jack Grealish. So that gentleman's turning him, and I think they need to think about that a little bit. But no, I think we've been pretty solid.
And what is the atmosphere like in the stadium at the moment?
Well, the home fans aren't making much noise at all. I thought they would a little bit, but the Gills fans are, full of good cheer and good voice. I mean, even before the goal. So obviously it's easy to be excited when you're 1-0 up. But no, I mean, it's a very friendly stadium. I have a soft spot for Burton Albion, to be honest. I really like the club. I like coming here. It's a really friendly atmosphere. And yeah, it's a nice, friendly environment. You don't even get separated as away fans. So I can't believe anything's happened in the past. I've always found it welcoming. So even when we've lost or had a bad result here, it's actually been a nice away day.
Well, thank you very much for your halftime words, and we will meet again at full time.
Excellent, thank you.
The Gills are out for the second half, and as the ref just checks his watch, we're going to get underway to see if we can actually hold on to a 1-0 lead this time, unlike what happened at Shrewsbury. Let's see if we can actually hold on and get the 3 points away from home. Burton got a chance on the left-hand side with a long throw. It's the first attack Burton might have of the game so far, of the half so far, and they have only scored within 40 seconds of the restart. It was from a taste of our own medicine, if you like, a really lethal long throw from the left-hand side, and in the space of 40 seconds, Gills have gone back to level terms. The first attack of the half. I mean, actually, that was just like it was off the training ground. Really well worked from Burton. It's such a shame because Gills, don't deserve it that really, but, that's the way it goes. And I think Burton, they were coming into the end of the first half pretty well. They may feel they deserved an equaliser, and then there you go. They've got it, and it's Burton Albion 1, Gillingham 1. That's how you make an impact right at the start of the second half. That's a fantastic move from Carayol there, who's running down the left-hand side. Can he get a decent ball in the box? He's trying to do the shot. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Carayol, fantastic work there down the left-hand side. He managed to find a gap to get a shot away. I think it deflected as well. I couldn't work out off who. Oliver couldn't do much about it. It was a goalkeeper. If Oliver was a yard sharper, he would have put it in the back of the net. I think the keeper saved it in the end, but what an opportunity for Gills to go 2-1 up. Carayol looking at Brett on the left-hand side. He's made a good little run there. Can he get the ball back across to anyone? He's taken the shot on himself. There's a second wave there. I don't think that was the right decision. I think it was saved from the keeper in the end. And it's gone out of play to a Burton throw. Or is it a Gills free kick? Gills free kick. Again, Carayol is a big threat down this left-hand side. He's a huge threat. From here, he could win a penalty. He doesn't, but there, possibly could have drilled it a bit lower or passed it back, but he got a shot away. It was on target, and it's still Burton 1, Gillingham 1, and John Akinde is coming on for Charlie Kelman. Okay, interesting, because Kelman's been playing quite well, actually, so that does surprise me. So Kinde's back on after his recovery from an injury, as we know all about. If it was really an injury, we don't know. But he's back playing now. He's here at least until January, and Kelman's had a good game. And I'm very impressed with how Kelman's been playing so far. He's got the assist for Van Oliver. He looks like a really good signing for this season on loan. But Akinde's going to come on. Come on, Akinde, let's get a goal. That's a lovely flick on. Can Oliver get the goal here? He's headed it. And is it going to go in? Oh, I thought it went in. Oh, fantastic header from Oliver. And it was really well read from the bounce there. From the head from Akinde. Oh, on another day that goes in the back of the net. Gills are unlucky not to be 2-1 up here at the moment. I have to say, what an opportunity that was. Still, Burton 1, Gillingham 1. This is risky now. We've got Chapman coming to the left-hand side of Burton. There's an overlap here if he finds that release, but that's a great tackle. But the ball is still alive at the moment. There's a space to the right-hand side of Burton as he takes the shot, and it's a defense save from Cummings. I think he eats those for breakfast every day, those kind of saves, but he still had to make it. And Burton looked pretty threatening there with that attack. On another day, I think that goes more likely to be in the back of the net, but it's a decent attack from Burton there, and it's still 1-1. That's really good play from Burton Albion to get the ball in their own defensive field to get it into Gills' half and back. And there's an opportunity, goes through, and it's just gone wide. Oh, it was really good play from Burton. They looked like they had nowhere to go from their own half, and there was a pass that was released on the right hand side. And what a play this is! And they can feel upset they haven't put that in the back of the net, but they have got a corner from it. Short corner from Burton at the moment as they're looking to change the angle of approach as it comes in the box here, and that's not a bad ball in, but it needs to be punched away. Oh my God, it's bouncing everywhere. Get that away, someone. My goodness me. Short free kick from Burton as they're moving forward. They're really trying to pepper the Gills goal at the moment. They've really sparked into life this last few. That's a fantastic ball, but Burton should be putting that in the back of the net. It's a great piece of play from Burton Albion there. But Cummings managed just to save the really easy shot. You know, what a ball this is from Chapman. Look at this. Really great ball, great run. And, yeah, just to finish that lack there. Gills got away with that one. Burton again coming forward of all of the cavalry here. That's got to be collected by... Oh, I thought that was a penalty, hands down. Burton Albion fans, I thought that was a penalty. But I need a replay of that. I thought the ref was about to point to the spot. I'm very surprised about that. But for me, that's a clear shout for a penalty. I'm very surprised by that. The pace of play maybe caused that not to be a penalty. I don't know. But the play continues. Fantastic play from Burton. This could be the moment here. And it's a decent save again from Cummings. Burton could have put the ball in the back of net a couple of times the last 10 minutes. They're the ones that are creating the opportunities really these last 5 or 10 minutes. And again, a fantastic ball through. And Burton should feel they've got a win from this game. Again, Jamie Cummings being very solid in the goal there. Oh, still 1-1. 40 seconds left for Gills to get a winner from this game, but at the same time, it could be a counter from Burton as it comes in from the left-hand side. That's not bad on. It's headed away, and it's a volley. Oh, and it's just gone. I think that probably went wider than I anticipated from O'Keefe, but it was definitely worth buying the lottery ticket there. That's a very good effort, actually. It's not a million miles away. My goodness me, he caught all of it. There's still 20 seconds left of this game. This is it. Gills need to score this corner. And then that's it. There's not going to be a time for a Burton attack. This is the last moment of the game. Can we snatch it right at the end? It's going to come in from Lloyd. That's a really terrible corner, though. And that is full time. Burton Albion 1. Gillingham 1. I need to go and have a rest. So it ended Burton Albion 1, Gillingham 1, and of course we have our German Gills correspondent at full time at the Pirelli Stadium, Adam Westgate. How are you?
Bit more nervy and shaking a little bit more after the second half, but no, it was a good game overall, and it was a fair result. Opened up quite nicely, although I'm sure maybe Paul Rayner enjoyed it even less than I did.
What are your thoughts about comparing this performance against sort of the last 5 performances from Gillingham?
Well, it's as we spoke about and hoped about, that the fitness would show. Gillingham had far more dominance for different periods of the game, and even when Burton were breaking and being a bit dominant, Gillingham still looked in it, like they could step up a bit. So I take a lot of heart from this. I think results can improve. Well, draws can turn into wins, losses can turn into wins, and I think we can move forward from here. But I will say, I hope that the centre of midfield lasts a little bit better going forward, because I thought that sort of in the last 10 minutes, I mean, Burton were running riot quite a bit. Tucker had a sort of hot and cold game, in my opinion. There were times when he had a bit of a bit of a mare, but he's got I think he's got a good mentality, because he just picks himself up and does it again. Something Evans commented on about Cummings, even when he makes a mistake. Not that he did, he saved Gillingham today, but he just carries on. So, you know, you've got to praise that. But at the same time, I think the centre of midfield in the last 10 minutes, they need to look at that. That's why O'Keefe came on, and it was a bit better then. So nervy times, but I know I've gone on a bit longer than normal, but it was nervy for that time, but a much improved performance, not like the fluky Wimbledon goal.
Yeah, no, I understand the nervy feeling. I definitely felt that in the game as well. But who do you think was the best player today?
I would probably have to. I mean, I enjoyed Kelman and Oliver's performance a lot. I'd probably say I'd probably say Kelman. I really would, actually. I thought Tatunda improved a little bit from what I'd seen. Going forward, you could see what he was trying to do, and defensively, he wasn't. They didn't try and exploit him as much, which I don't think was a tactical blunder from them. I think he just improved a bit. But so most improved Tatunda, but I think probably Kelman was the one that I enjoyed the most.
I'd just like to say thank you very much again for being a correspondent on German Gills. I know you've got a very long journey home now from the Midlands, so safe travels to you, and we look forward to hearing you, Adam, next time on German Gills.
Absolutely. Hopefully I'll be going to the Cambridge game. We've been discussing that today, so we'll be at that away game, and we've got the Charlton home game to look forward to. Up the Gills, and hopefully we can turn it into a few 3 points so we can start marching up to 10th and beyond.
So here are the full-time results from League One today. Now, as you can see, I didn't get any of these right this week, and a lot of it comes down to very wild scores that have happened across the division today. The 1-1 at Gillingham seems pretty tame compared to the 4-2s and the 5-2s that have happened over the course of this weekend. So this time, losing just €11, it does therefore put me on -€6 for the whole season. So that's it. It's Burton 1, Gillingham 1. Actually, I'm not too disappointed by taking a point away from Burton, considering they're third in the table and they've been flying high for the start of this season. And the Pirelli Stadium is a very difficult place to go to and get something from. They always say if you can draw your away games and win your home games, then you're on the right path. I also just want to say the performance from Gillingham today was significantly better than it has been for the lot of the season, and that alone makes me very satisfied with the result today. There's a lot of positives to take, and so the club now, with the solid 18 squad members that we have, are definitely going in the right direction. Thank you very much again for watching the German Gills show. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next time for next episode. And as ever, los geht's, Gills!